Nope,
Shit.
I'm covering the camera. That's why.
Oh,
Um,
we done
ah,
screwed up.
it's okay.
Cool. Okay, go. But my face is awful. Okay, so we decided to start a business. We've been watching Bailey J for today, and
Yeah, a lot.
Jeremy agreed and also kind of talked me into going ahead and making designs for the buttons. I don't have the button press yet, but making buttons, going to cons, selling prints and all that.
Yeah, Adrian is an amazing drawer. She has
I'm a
some
drawer.
artist.
Artiste.
That's better.
An artiste.
She's a better artist than most people, and she went to college for the majority of 3 years.
I finished 3 years. That's more than some people can say.
She went 3 years of college. She had some really cool projects. She stopped drawing for a while because of other reasons. Yeah, there you go. Depression. Don't we all? But we were watching them, and I was looking at her art, and I was like, Adrian, you could do it. You could. And then she was like, we could do it.
You can do it.
And so I was like, you know what? I want to draw too. It's been a while since I've drawn. Yeah, it's been a while since I've drawn. Today was probably the first. Actually, it was the last time you were in Birthmas.
Yeah, because we did
a drawing contest, and I have a permanent picture of Kirby on my refrigerator. And so we decided to do buttons because they look cool, and it'd be kind of cool to like sell little cool like art of ours on little buttons for people, and they're really cheap to make, and we could sell them at cons, and we could do prints. And so the first thing we did today,
commitment. We spent $4 on baggies for people, so they don't have to just like throw their buttons.
Yeah, $100 for $100.
$100.
100 bags.
$100 on plastic.
100 bags for $2, which isn't bad. And
I got two things on.
I'm going to buy a sketchbook so I can start doing some sketches. We're gonna look for some free editing software online so we can be able to edit and color.
I got Paint Tool SAI and color stuff and everything. I just need like a Photoshop like software.
Yeah, so we'll find. And I'm gonna get a computer. I'm gonna buy me a computer. I could use my Surface Pro and just get a pen and download some software onto that, and then I could be able to do like drawing on the tablet itself. And that might be easier for me because I'm not good at like keypad drawing, mouse drawing. I feel like that's weird.
You get used to it.
Yeah, but I'll just get a pen.
Okay.
But I do have a Surface Tablet Pro. It's in the floor over there.
Does it work anymore?
Yeah, it does. Hold on. Hold it on your face. Your face is beautiful.
Look at my dog.
Oh! I almost dropped your thing.
Don't drop my thingy.
You can switch the camera angle.
Surface Pro.
Yes. So you have a Surface Pro. So.
It's so pretty, but then it stopped working.
It started working again. It's dead. Oh no. It's on. See?
Surface.
It works.
It's a Surface.
So. And that's what these are supposed to be for. They're supposed to be used for art like stuff. So I'll see if there's any free software I can get on this. See what other people do.
You should
get a little drawing pen.
See if you can find any like video editing software too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then tell me if you do, and tell me what it is.
Yeah, because I'd like to be able to.
Holy shit! He broke it.
Yes, I did. But yeah, I would like to be able to, just have this and draw and stuff. So, yeah. I spent a lot of money on this, and I've never gotten any use out of it. So now I feel like I have a reason to use it, especially since we're going to start our own little business. And so over here, this is Adrian. This is what Adrian.
This is me.
Had drawn a while back.
A long time ago, last October, I think.
And I mean, it's so good. And I was just like, if we put this on the computer and you colored everything in and gave it a background color, she could totally do this, sell this as a print. I mean, you could easily.
Yeah, let me know if you buy that shit.
Exactly. You could make the background like a dark night sky, like starry.
Like a Halloween.
So like it's Halloween night. Um, I mean, it would just look really, really good. I think you would sell a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
I could hope anyway.
and then we I'm not gonna show any other arts. Arts.
Arts
But
pieces.
so when we started talking about it, we made like a list of things, and we started drawing some little ideas. This was an attempt to draw Sombra.
Yeah, it's awful. She looks like she's saying some stuff.
I don't know what you did there.
It was supposed to be Scrump, but
Oh, okay. That's Steven.
You sure it is?
That kind of looks like.
It was
I don't know what
supposed
that
to be.
is.
It's a rubber ducky.
Oh, rubber ducky.
Yeah.
Then this.
It is Poil.
We know this is some
Garnate.
stuff. This is Cat,
The cat pearl.
which looks cool, and I think that'd be a cool button.
That one.
This is my attempt to draw a Wolf Link, like Toon Wolf Link. I think it looks kind of okay. I did a couple buttons over here of Froakie, Chain Chomp, a really, really fucked up
I'm telling
Rick.
you, with psychedelic colors, that one would be great.
And then I drew this little Kirby,
Kerbo.
and I put like blue background there. And then I think on the next page, you did a couple of
I did all the cats.
all the cat versions of Steven Universe.
Still don't like Amethyst. But...
And over here in the corner, we had come up with an idea to do Diva from Overwatch as a Pokemon trainer with Hammond. So we're gonna make some attempts. And I think on this next page, I was drawing my Batman dragon symbol, and I attempted to draw a Inkling squid, and then I gave up in mid drawing.
And when you're playing Mario Kart, and Toad's screams are freaking insane.
And then this is
maybe my like icon. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
cute.
But yeah, so I think, it's going to be a fun experiment to start off with, just kind of testing the waters to see what we can do.
Yeah, see what we can sell and see what sells. And...
Yeah, but I don't want to, like, when going into it, I'm not going to, like, I think me and you both agree. We don't want to do no stupid, like, oh, well, this is popular, so I guess we'll do it. Like, I want to
do stuff I enjoy.
Yeah, I want to do stuff we enjoy. And we love Pokemon. Everybody loves Pokemon.
If you don't, you're wrong.
I want to do Batman stuff. I want to do Overwatch stuff. And I just think, it's going to be fun for us to...
Yeah, it keeps losing focus.
Oh,
My phone's crap.
I think it'd be a fun experience to do. We go to cons a lot, and I would like to go to a con and, like, actually be in the artist alley and having people come by and see what we do.
Instead of just spending money.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a lot of money still. Like, I'm going to be like, I'll be back, Adrian. I'm going to go buy, like, $200 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And then make it back in our sales. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to copy anybody else. I don't want to, like, be like, ooh, look at theirs. I'm going to copy it and we're going to sell it for ourselves.
No.
Like, watching Bailey do some of the things she was doing, like
it's just very inspirational.
I love the idea of it because, like, when I went to cons, like, I buy those buttons too because they're cool.
Because if you can't afford, like, the big plushies, some of those plushies are like $75.
And if you're watching them, you don't know what the buttons we're talking about is.
It's the little pin buttons. The little dabs.
And we're gonna do our own little artwork for each little cover.
I didn't make these. I bought these.
Yeah, you bought these. And I have one for Rivali from Zelda.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be really different things, and obviously we're gonna do things we love, and obviously we're gonna sell it because people like the same things we do. We're nerds.
Yeah.
So.
There's a big occult nerd following.
Yeah. And SubasCon is such a fun convention. And so this year I'm going to be like going and like looking at other people's stuff, I wonder, I do have some prints from SubasCon, but it's like over there
There's some at Mom's.
behind underneath some stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to do our own stuff. I want people to see our artwork, and me and Adrian have had some really good ideas.
Yeah.
We both we're coming up with ideas today. Like the pins and stuff's kind of easy because it's like, oh, we'll just draw their faces.
Yeah, and then
we'll do our own little style, and people will buy them, and they'll be cool. And so those are kind of simple. Those are things I think won't be so bad. The prints are going to be the fun things because we're going to be like doing some really big drawings.
It's more intricate stuff, and I'm gonna like want to kill myself. But
Yeah.
I'll be okay.
Well, I'm gonna make my because you made your commitment by buying us bags.
Yes, I spent $4. I'm committed.
Yeah, you spent $4. Commitment.
Commitment. I spent money on it. I'm gonna do it now.
What I'm gonna do, I'm going to go and commit myself and buy a sketchbook.
Okay.
That's my starting commitment because I'm not a big drawer. I haven't drawn like
You're not
a lot.
drawer. You're not a big drawer.
I'm not really the most artistic person. I do some drawings. I mean, obviously, you guys saw some of my.
You're artistic. You just don't draw.
I haven't drawn enough. I haven't drew enough things.
Drawn.
The word.
Drawn.
I've not arted a lot.
I have not arted in a long time.
Growing up, I did do a lot of drawings, and I did a lot of cool things. I drew dinosaurs, Pokemon, but I think I didn't do enough of it to be talented enough. So now is my chance.
There is no such thing as talent. You do or you don't do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try really hard. I'm really bad at like trying to draw things without having visuals. So,
dude,
like,
you know how many references I use? I use references on everything I freaking do.
Well, like, I mean, like, to see how you do that, you drew these and you had like references and you made
I have references for the characters.
I literally, even if I have a reference and I know what the character's supposed to look like, if I alter in any way, shape, or form, the drawing just completely shuts down. Like earlier, I had this little drawing of a Batman, like chibi Batman. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna draw it," and I wanted to alter it a little bit. And as soon as I altered it, I was like, and I was done. So I'm gonna start off by like drawing exactly what I see.
Yeah. That's a good way to study things.
Yeah, and once I draw exactly what I see, I'm gonna play around with ideas and end up drawing my own things. So this may be a long process for our business.
Oh yeah. It's not gonna be easy by any standards, but
we're gonna make lists of everything we're gonna need to do. We know we need a button press, which is $80.
Planner already at Walmart, but Walmart didn't have it.
Yeah, but we probably like
Walmart
if that's the one we want, we can ship it to Amazon
to the store,
to the store and get it. So that's not going to be a big problem, but I think before we actually go and buy a button press, which is $80,
we need to do
I think
more
we're going to commit to designing the stuff first and having what our buttons are going to look like, get on the software and be able to print them off on the paper we're going to be using, then actually see what they're going to look like, and then we'll go about the button press.
Be like, yes,
literally after press. We got the
it's time for button press.
Yeah, and then
I keep cutting your head off.
It's really hard. We're both so far away from each other, but like, we'll like
we have Skype and Facebook.
Yeah, I think we'll start off. I mean, obviously, like we're gonna have to do our own like art projects.
Yeah.
And then we'll do separate things and work on separate ideas. But I think what we'll do is if we're gonna do it before a con, that's what I'm thinking we're gonna need 2 button presses in the end, because we'll have one with you, one with me, and I'll do so many of mine. You'll do so many of yours. Prints, we just need to do them and then order so many prints.
Order from Vistaprint or some other company like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the printer power for that.
No, I mean, we could go to a Staples.
Staples charges.
Am I correct on that thinking that Staples does stuff like that?
I think they do. I know the UPS does.
Yeah. I think it was going to cost me like $10 to print off all my novel just to have a paper form of it.
Yeah, that's black and white. That's black and white, though.
Yeah. That's another thing. I want to publish my novel.
Oh, we had a comment. Where'd it go? Can I...
Who's watching us?
I don't know. It won't show me.
Oh, wait.
It said late because there's someone watching, but it won't show. I'm late to the video.
What y'all doing? Oh, it's Bobby.
Oh, Bobby. Hi, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. So since you missed it, Bobby, we'll catch you up real quick. We're gonna start our own artist alley type business for anime conventions. We're gonna go from convention to convention selling artwork, like prints of drawings like this, for example, once it's fully colored and edited on computer and looks good completely.
Oh, thanks. It looks like trash right now, huh?
It looks great. I just mean like the coloring and having like anything that needs to be like straightened up in the computer program. Background added, stuff like that. We're probably going to start small. So our first convention, our table's probably going to be small. We're not going to do a lot.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to bring things and then like, hey guys, it's your third day. Where's your products? Nowhere.
We're out.
Really screwed. But
Well,
we're gonna
no,
make
we'd be
enough.
good because then we sold out.
Because if we make a whole lot, and then we have leftovers, at least we have some for the next time. Obviously. Yeah.
I don't expect to sell out at the first con because I'm not popular or anything on the art in the art world.
But I think still, even not being popular, we're going to like a really small convention where everyone there is going to just kind of be like, "Oh, look, you're selling artwork," and you don't. And in all honesty, you don't really think like, does people really buy other people's arts? But when you go to the conventions, and I know, Adrian, you can agree, like when I go to the conventions, the first thing I look at is the drawings
that's what
because you're not going to find anything that you see in that person's set of artwork anywhere else. So like I have several Batman art projects that were done from other people. I bought prints of because they're so good and I'm not going to find them anywhere else. I have a few Naruto ones. I bought you a Pokemon one.
Yeah, that Evolution
one. And so like those are cool and like I think that's the fun part about going to conventions and getting other people's art.
Yeah.
And like the buttons, I mean, it's just something really cheap. You buy $1,
something small,
and it's something you like. And they sell so many of those. Like the year we went, last year we went to SpotsCon. Remember, the Rivali button I bought. Literally, when we were there was people in line like going and getting them, and like they sell so well. So definitely excited to do that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of conventions we go to though. No, so we're gonna have to, once we start doing this, we'll have to go to more and more.
We have to learn what's happening.
And with my job, when we go to conventions on random Fridays, I'm gonna have to take PTO days to go make more money. Because I work 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Something that we'll both enjoy and get like the end result. Like when we see people buying our product, buying the drawings, buying the pins, and we see people with our pins, we'll be like, that was us. And like
your internet's being weird.
Is it really?
Yeah, your mouth movements aren't matching up with you and this. I don't know what's going on.
Oh God, but so Adrian, do you have anything you want to say about our business?
It's cool.
We don't have a name.
No, we don't have a name.
We will have a name eventually. What's your YouTube name? Tiny Crystal?
Yeah.
Tiny Batman?
Thank you, Bobby.
What'd Bobby say?
He said, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Oh, thank you, Bobby. You're a big support of mine on my channel, your channel, my brother's life.
Jacob, as a whole.
Jacob's entire existence. But I think, in the end, it's going to be fun. We'll start off small. And maybe on your channel, Adrian, you can start showing, like, progress of some of the art work you're working on, some of the button ideas. I'll share some on mine, too. And I'll have an announcement on my channel a little closer to when we're actually, like, working on some stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas this is kind of our, like, announcement.
That we're gonna start.
We're doing something.
That we're designing things and not doing the production things yet. Just the
Yeah, just.
Well, it's kind of the productions, but the behind the scenes productions again.
And we'll do some progress reports.
Progress report.
Of how we're doing. So this is definitely the first one. So this will be the first ever.
My first print.
Yeah, and you said you have a software, right?
Yeah, right now that you I've got Paint Tool SAI. I can scan it on my printer.
Okay, so you can
go ahead. Just take a picture of it and then sketch it again over top and then color it and shit.
I'd say probably easier to scan it in.
It's the same thing as taking the picture.
True. So maybe starting this week you can. So you have it. Do you have a good computer and stuff to use it on?
It's falling apart, but it doesn't have issues with the program or anything.
Great. So maybe you can start the process of putting this onto a computer.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can order our first print within a year.
That'd be great.
Before December.
Hopefully before April of next year, because that's when Taco is, I think.
Yeah.
Taco's
ahead of
Yeah.
time.
I don't know how far ahead though.
Yeah, and we don't want to like sign up for an artist table
And then have nothing.
and then like not have like. I want to be able to say like when we've signed up to do an artist alley, I want to be like actually see like totes full of the pin or of the buttons we have, and we have all of our like prints we're gonna want to do. Like, well, I don't think we don't have to order the prints at that point,
But have
like,
them like.
but have all the
ready.
ones we're gonna do, and then working on like the print purchasing.
Just have to order them.
Obviously, we're gonna try and make a profit.
Well, yeah.
So we're gonna be cheap at first, probably.
Yeah.
And then, like I was telling you earlier, if we get enough money from our first conventions and our selling of our products and stuff, we can go and buy some better editing software, especially if our editing software is not the best at start.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be.
And we might be able to buy some video editing software for us to be able to use on our computers.
Because as long as I'm better than the software, it'll be fine.
Yeah. See, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to do all my drawings on paper, and you're going to put them on computer and do all the other work.
That sounds like I'm getting the short deal on this.
I'm buying the button press.
That is true.
No. If I'm taught how to do something, I can be able to do it.
I will teach you.
And so I'm really hoping to find some stuff on here to use, because this would be perfect, because I could get a pencil.
You can probably download
like
Paint
the like the stylus pens, and I could be able to like over what's the word I'm looking for, outline what I've already done.
Yeah.
And this should be able to hook up to printers and everything else, because it's supposed to be like a mini computer. So we'll hope this works.
My Chromebook was supposed to be a computer too. That was before the Fire Nation attack.
Yes.
Don't buy Chromebooks.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be an experience. We'll be Adrian is gonna post some videos on her channel.
This one.
Progress. This one. And then she's gonna do progress videos.
Yeah.
Within like before this month's over with, you should show progress of that being on the computer and some like editing of colors.
Okay.
And then maybe by like December, we might have like one drawing each. December, one drawing.
Just so we don't like over like.
Yeah, like if we say we're only gonna do 2, and then by like December we have like 10, then we're going places.
Then we're great. But if we just say we're gonna have 1
each,
as procrastinating as we both are, we should at least
and
have
jobs.
1. Yeah, that too. Oh,
I'm trying to be like a YouTuber, gamer, hang out with people,
and still have a 9 to 5.
work a 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. It's hard. It really is to do everything, like to work, to play games, to read, to watch movies, to try to watch animes. It's hard to do everything. Like, there's not enough time in the day to do all the things I want to do.
It's hard to adult in life.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I went 5 years of college to get my degree.
I went 3 and did not get my degree.
Which you still should go back.
I kind of have my associates, I guess, but
you
not
should have
really.
your associates at least. You did the amount of classes for an associate.
I'm pretty sure I did. Because associate's 2 years. I did.
You need to look into that, because you should have
should.
a degree sent to you for your associates at least.
Probably.
And then you could be able to like put on your resume.
I'm an associate.
But who knows? Like, what if this does so well? I could quit my job that I got. No, I actually do love my job. My job is important. I'm not going to say what my job is, but my job is important. To work for the FBI. I'm not that cool. And if I was working for the FBI, I'd have no time on my hands. I wouldn't even be able to do this video. I wouldn't even be able to talk about doing this video. But who knows? We can make millions. We could sell all.
We give out away thing. Our card saying.
I mean, that's another thing. Like, eventually, if we're getting to a point where, you know, we're making enough material and we're doing it, we could take, like, you know, commissions.
Yeah, because I always see, like, people sketching at their tables all the time.
Yeah, and it'd be kind of cool to do commissions eventually.
But I don't really like when people are sketching at their tables, because then they don't interact with the people that are trying to, like, buy
Oh, you mean, like, actually sketching at, or drawing at the... And see, I wouldn't want to do that at the cons, but, like, if people want to do, like, personal orders, like, they're there and they're like, hey, and Or, we could even do like a table with, like on our table, we can have a little pumpkin and like one of those plastic pumpkin, like Halloween jars. And we could just say, hey, if you're something that you would like to see commissioned and drawn and at our next convention, put an idea down and put it in our box and then like in our pumpkin. And then like at the end of the convention.
Not the good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a lot of ideas. I've come up with a few. The Diva with
Pokemon
Mecha and
training
Hammond
thing.
thing was cool.
Yeah.
I have an idea for Power Rangers with Splatoon. Be the Power Rangers with the squid thingy. I have the Justice League, but replace all the Justice League members with Overwatch characters. I have a few ideas. I like to see. I'm gonna try to do. This is your first one. You've already done it, so that's not fair. You just have to color and put on a computer and.
Well, I guess all I have to do is re-sketch it and color it and shade it.
I know it doesn't sound that easy, but it's not that easy.
No, it's not.
But I have to come up with my complete idea and get better.
And then throw it at me and be like, color this bitch.
Well, maybe by the time I'm done drawing, you'll be in again and you'll show me how to do the art stuff on computer.
On the art things.
Yeah. And then go from there. I don't know what my first drawing is going to be. I guess it's going to be something Overwatch related. I'm just going to do Kirby. I'm just going to make Prince of the
Kirby Overwatch. Do Kirby Overwatch. Kirby Tracer.
Oh my god.
He's like
pink. Kirby Diva.
Kirby Sombra.
But yes, that's the plan. We have a business. We're going to start.
Gonna start a business, working all the time. Come on. They play that at Target. Like
crazy. Yeah, because we're going to do art, stuff, buttons, pins.
I could.
Buttons. We're going to do sketches and put them into like prints. We'll have business cards by that time.
Hold on.
Yeah. We're not going to go to our first convention and sell until we got everything we know. Until we feel both like
confident
good about what we're doing.
About what we have.
Because like I don't want to go and be like, everyone looks at our table and be like, wow, these people didn't put a lot of thought into their convention table.
Then I'll look at it and be like, you didn't put a lot of thought in your cosplay, bitch. I wouldn't say that to somebody. No, I wouldn't. I'd cry if I did.
But it's one thing going to a convention and being there and walking around, looking at people's stuff they've made and looking at like things that people have brought, like scrolls, and that's what I'm most excited for about going back to SubasaCon is like I love the environment. I love seeing everybody in cosplay and seeing all the like vendor tables. Like fuck going to Walmart. Like, that sounds weird.
That sounds like a weird correlation thing there.
Good luck going to
Would you rather go to a con or Walmart?
But like, you go into Walmart and you see like 2 or 3 aisles worth of stuff you like, and it's like barely anything, and it's expensive. But then you go to conventions and you see like messenger bags and prints,
and it's expensive.
I mean, it's not that expensive. I mean, the 2 scrolls. Yes, the 2 scrolls I bought were $30, which online's like $50.
Yeah, but the messenger bags are usually like
messenger bags are like $50 to $60.
Yeah.
I haven't bought a messenger bag since my
I would not.
My Akatsuki Naruto bag,
mm-hmm.
and I still have it at my parents' house. So
yeah.
But I like going to buying prints. And last time I bought stuff from there, and I got some really delicious, like, what was it called? Remember that bread?
Oh, those fluffy cake things.
Yeah, they were like...
I forget what they were. They were just the little fluffy Japanese cake things.
Yeah, they were called something that normally in America would be like...
Like a steam bun or something.
Yeah, it was something like
steam cake, something like that.
But it was amazing. It was delicious. But that's the whole point. I can't wait to go back to SubasaCon.
Yeah.
And then the next year SubasaCon will be there as vendors. In the artist alley.
Yes. That is the main goal of SubasaCon next year.
Yeah, this year
we can't do Teco, because Teco's bigger, so I'd be a little anxious to do that one first.
Yeah,
and I've only been there like twice.
Our first convention being at a small convention that we've been to like 4 times now.
Yeah.
SubasaCon's been like a tradition at this point.
Yeah, I'd feel better with SubasaCon than with Teco.
Yeah. Plus,
At the
we know a
start.
lot of the people who are part of Sabasacon, like the security, the staff.
I don't.
Oh, we went to Concord with half of them.
I don't know if they're still. I know that
The one guy,
the hat mask guy.
Yeah, the hat mask guy, not the hot mask guy, but the hat mask guy.
The hat mask guy with the.
But there's a lot of people there that are staff that I know from college, and almost every year we go, we see a lot of people we went to school with in Concord. My friends live in Huntington, so I see them every once in a while, and it's just a fun time to go down there.
Yeah, some of them go to Marshall and stuff. So
yeah, so it's we've been going ever since. God, we've been going ever since.
I think sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year of college when we went down as 2 different groups.
Yeah.
And the next year we went.
Oh, if you go to Huntington and go to Sabasacon, or just go to Huntington, go to DP Do's. That place is the bomb.
Yes,
it's the bomb. Go to DP Do's.
Yeah, next year I'm gonna vlog while we're down there. I'm hopefully gonna get a really good camera by then, and we'll vlog.
Yeah.
While we're down there, and then the next year after that, I know it's a long time, so we're like talking about a year and a half from now, starting our actual first sales.
Yeah.
But of course, in the meantime, if we do finish products, we could do online sales, like through Facebook and stuff like that.
So I have a art Facebook page. Go to it. It's what is the name of it? Tiny Crystals Cave, I think. Go look at that.
Yeah. So we'll start something. We may sell before then. Maybe sell some prints. Maybe.
Maybe. I've never sold a thing in my life.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I've even new things.
Yeah.
But I've never sold anything.
They're over there in safe places.
In a safe place. In a safe place, not hung up.
Because I want to put everything in
frames.
Frames first, and frames are expensive.
Get a dollar store.
Yeah, that's true. But I will say, hopefully by the time, if we're talking about a year and a half from now, I'm hoping by then I have my book published, because then I can buy so many copies to bring with me to sell. So not only will be selling my book that I've wrote 2 years ago, that's been in the process of being written for 10 years. That's sad. This book's been in the process of being written for 10 years. We've made 4 years.
I'm telling you, dude, our procrastination. We're procrastinating pieces of shit.
Well, the book idea started off as something completely different than what it was. And originally it was a superhero idea, and it was more of a comic book story. And then I altered it a little bit to make it more of a book. And it still was more comic book, superhero-ish, and now it's a legit book.
It's more novelty.
And I finished it 2 years ago, right before the senior year of college started. It's been 2 years. But most of the problem I've ran into was I tried to get it self-published, and I wanted to edit it first. I had found my first attempt at editing was I was going to have you edit it. And
but editor and didn't read it.
Well, also it's really hard for you to do editing and all the other things that was going on.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
So it's not like you didn't do it because you didn't want to. It's because there was a lot of shit going on. And then my second person was really sick, and
he's still going on.
And he's such a good person.
He is.
And he even contacted me recently and was apologizing for never getting around to editing it. I'm just like, dude, you have been in the hospital after hospital. You had a kid.
You be you, man.
Yeah, and I appreciate him just reaching out in general. He's one of my favorite professors I ever had.
But they weren't paying him good.
They weren't paying a lot of those professors good,
yeah.
Unfortunately. But, and then after that, I was going to pay someone to do editing. It was going to cost me $100 for, no, $150. Yeah, it was going to be $150. And it was going to take up to 4 or 5 weeks to edit. And that was only, specific editing. And I didn't really want to pay for editing. Because, I'm weird about people reading my book that I don't know, even if it's a company. I don't like someone reading. And then, of course, I did send it to a company. But they wanted me to change the perspective of the book. And to do that, I would have the reason they wanted me to change it was respectful.
Yeah. It's like you don't deserve to public not.
And then the last
Tell
one
me
I published,
what you think's wrong with it.
they told me if I finished editing it, because they didn't have an editor, and they said that they would pay for an editor, but I'd have to pay them half of what the editor would cost. And the editor they had was going to cost $400, so I have to give them $200. And so I was just like,
That's a lot.
I mean, to me, be the one who, because and they also wanted to pick the design for my book, like the cover.
Yeah, it's like new.
And I want to be the person.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, we disconnected. Our internet's crapped out.
Yeah, and while it was disconnected, I turned the air conditioner on
Yeah,
because
because
I'm
it's
done.
hot. It's hot, yo.
But yes, that's. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.